light which this we are symbolically now.
ಸೊ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು, ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದಂತಹ ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಲೆಸಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಣ್ಯರು ಮತ್ತು ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳ ಅದು ತಲೆತನ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಇದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹಬ್ಬದ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇದ್ದಾಗ 2009ರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅನೇಕ ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಸುಮಾರು 10 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇಗ ಉನ್ನತ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಉನ್ನತ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗೆ, ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಯ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡುಗೆಯಾಗಿ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಸುಮಾರು ಇದು ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಒಂದೆಲ್ಲ ನೆರೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಾದಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಿಂದ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಅನಂತಪುರ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ರಾಯಚೂರು, ಕೆಲವರು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಉಪಯೋಗವಾಗುವಂತ ಅನೇಕ ಅವರಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನನ್ನ ಈ ಇಸೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಜಗನ್ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರು ಈ ಭಾಗದ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ವೇಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ನನ್ನ ಅತ್ಯುನ್ನತ ಇವತ್ತೇನು ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಮಟ್ಟದಿಂದ ಏನು ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಒಂದು ಏಮ್ಸ್ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಹಣವನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರದೇಶ, ನಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಗಳಗಳಿಂದ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಾರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಸುಸಜ್ಜಿತವಾದ ಒಂದು ಉಪಯೋಗವನ್ನ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಹಕಾರ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಇಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಟಿಮ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇವಾನಂದ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಆಡಳಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಒಂದು ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸುಮಾರು 6 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಆಡಳಿತ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನನ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸುಸಜ್ಜಿತವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಇಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಈ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಿಂತ ಏನು ಕೂತ್ಕೊತಿರ್ತದವ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆಸಿ ನಾವು 2 ಸರ್ತಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇದನ್ನ ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಇತ್ತು. सपोर्ट कर सकते हो, उतना ज्यादा सपोर्ट करना मैं भी अगर और सिटी एमएलए और मैं दोनों मिलके आपके पास एक बार आने का ये चाहता है सर। मैं आके आपके पास मिलके थोड़ा बहुत डिस्कस करना था अभी हॉस्पिटल के लिए आप एक बार हम लेटर की तरफ से आपका एक इन्विटेशन मांगते हैं सर। आप हमें एक अपॉइंटमेंट दे दिए तो मैं और हमारे एमएलए दोनों मिलके ये हॉस्पिटल हमारे मेरे कास्ट के अंदर बल्लारी रूरल के लिए आता है, मगर आप एक बार जरूर अगर हो सके तो ऑल इंडिया में आप बिजी रहते हैं, हमारा बल्लारी को भी आप एक बार आके हमारे हॉस्पिटल के बारे में देख के पर्सनली आके जाना बोल के मैं मेरे तरफ से रिक्वेस्ट।
Thank you, sir. May I now Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. K. Sudhakar, Honorable Minister of Medical Education, Government of Karnataka, to give a word of thought on this great day.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Our honorable beloved chief minister, leader with passion and commitment, who is spearheading successfully against this pandemic war, Shri B.S. Yediyurappa ji, honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Harsh Vardhan ji, Honorable Union Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Shri Ashwin Kumar Chaube ji, Honorable Member of Legislative Party, Legislature, Shri P. Narayan, Shri Anand Singh ji, the District In Charge Minister of Bellary, Honorable MLAs and MPs of Bellary, and all senior bureaucrats and all elected representatives of Karnataka. Firstly, sir, I am extremely pleased, and on behalf of Karnataka government, I would like to profusely acknowledge for the commitment and for the kind of state-of-the-art 200-bedded hospital trauma center which is being inaugurated, and this institution is an historical institution in the North Karnataka for inauguration of trauma center with 200-bedded capacity. So I deeply thank Honorable Union Minister of Health, and I also would like to thank profusely our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji who visualized this concept of PMSSY. Under PMSSY number 3 Yojana, today the trauma center is being inaugurated. The 200-bedded hospital has 72 beds of ICU, 20 beds of ventilator. The remaining 49 will be the general wards. We have state-of-the-art modular OTs. Sir, as we all know, today more than 4.6 lakh people in India, they succumb to road accidents. Even in last year, there was an increase by 0.2%, so it was about 4.7 lakh people succumbed to deaths, fatalities, only through fatal road accidents. So on account of this, trauma center has gained very, very importance, because once there is an accident, the first hour shifting of the people from the site of accident to the hospital, it should be less than 1 hour, which we call it as a golden hour of saving lives. So this trauma center is going to help a lot, especially in North Karnataka. This being coming up in Bellary, this will be useful also in parts of Andhra Pradesh which are in the neighboring, which is a neighboring state. So we have a plastic surgery unit, which was there only one in BMC Bangalore, and today by coming up with a plastic surgery unit, this is really going to help in cases of burns, accidents, because we are 9th in the world about the road fatalities. Similarly, we are 10th in position in the world for permanent immobile fractures. Because of accidents, people become deformed. So the deformities, we are number 10 in the world. So today, this has been such a pleasure for all Kannadigas, because the Honorable Union Health Minister, in the last 2-3 months, I had requested personally to intervene and complete and help us in completing this project. So based on his directions, today the last leg of developmental works which was pending, it has taken place in a war footing, especially in this scenario of the COVID pandemic. The Karnataka state government and our able chief minister's leadership, we have been containing this pandemic in the most successful way, because our fatality rates have been between 1.5 to 1.6%, sir. So under your able guidance and leadership, the health system in Karnataka has been robust, and we are trying our best to improve the health infrastructure in the complete Karnataka state. In fact, our Honorable Chief Minister has pressed and ensured within a short span of 3-4 months, we have upgraded close to 20,000 beds to ICU. Each beds, about 20,000 beds are having the ICU facility today. Similarly, we are trying to upscale all infrastructure in medical field, and in fact, as you are aware, we have close to 60 medical colleges. Under your leadership, you have been kind enough to increase the number of medical seats in Karnataka. So I acknowledge you for that also, sir. So I would like now Shri Ashwin Kumar Chaubeji, Honorable Minister, State for Health and Family Welfare, to say few words on this auspicious occasion. Thank you, one and all.
नमस्कार। देश के लोकप्रिय स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण मंत्री तथा विज्ञान एवं तकनीकी मंत्री आदरणीय डॉक्टर हर्षवर्धन जी, कर्नाटक के जनप्रिय नेता और वहाँ के आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री BS येदियुरप्पा जी, प्रदेश के स्वास्थ्य मंत्री डॉक्टर के सुधाकर जी, वन एवं पर्यावरण मंत्री आनंद सिंह जी, स्थानीय विधायक श्री नागेंद्र जी, और हमारे सभी जो सांसदगण भी यहाँ मौजूद हैं, आप सभी सांसदगण, सभी डिग्नेटरीज और सभी ऐसे प्रमुख अधिकारीगण यहाँ हमारे साथ बैठे हुए, स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय के जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी श्री सुनील शर्मा जी, वहाँ के सैयद नसर हुसैन MP कराड़ी संगना, और श्री GM सिद्धेश्वर, श्री Y देवेंद्रप्पा, सभी सांसद, श्रीमती C भारती सिम्हा रेड्डी जो जिला परिषद के अध्यक्ष हैं, और सभी मीडिया के भाइयों एवं बहनों, आज विशेष करके जो विजयनगर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल साइंसेज बेल्लारी कर्नाटक में 200 बेड वाले सुपर स्पेशलिटी ट्रॉमा सेंटर का उद्घाटन समारोह का कार्यक्रम आयोजित है। और आप सभी जानते हैं कि आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन में, उनके नेतृत्व में भारत सरकार ने स्वास्थ्य सेवा को निरंतर आगे बढ़ाते हुए और प्रधानमंत्री स्वास्थ्य सुरक्षा योजना के तहत एक बेहतर और कम किफ़ायती स्वास्थ्य सेवा सभी राज्यों को संतुलित रूप से उपलब्ध हो, इसकी चिंता उन्होंने किया है। और इसी लक्ष्य को आगे बढ़ाते हुए स्वास्थ्य और परिवार कल्याण मंत्रालय पूरी मनोयोग से इस दिशा में आगे बढ़ रही है। आप सबको यह भी मालूम होगा कि पिछले दिनों देश में आदरणीय पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री स्वर्गीय अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी और उन्होंने स्वास्थ्य नीति बनाया था और उस समय जो स्वास्थ्य नीति उनका जो सपना था उस सपने को साकार करते हुए वर्तमान केंद्रीय प्रधानमंत्री भारत सरकार के माननीय नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी द्वारा और उस काम को आगे पुष्ट करने का अच्छी तरह उन्होंने व्यापक रूप से बनाने का काम किया है और उन्हीं बातों को लेकर के हम लोग इस योजना को आगे बढ़ाने में कामयाब हो रहे हैं। जहाँ तक मुझे मालूम है कि ये तीसरे फेज में वेल्लारी इंस्टीट्यूट का राशि प्रदान किया गया था, लगभग 150 करोड़ की राशि, जिसमें भारत सरकार और कर्नाटक सरकार के योगदान से ये काम संपन्न हुआ है। हमें यह भी मालूम है कि वहाँ अन्य भी राज्यों में जो स्थापित ट्रॉमा सुपर स्पेशलिटी और ट्रॉमा सेंटर है उसका भी पहले फेज में कुछ सरकारी अस्पताल का हुआ, तीसरे फेज में जो सरकारी मेडिकल कॉलेज के हुबली कोविड डेडिकेटेड रूप में आज काम कर रहा है, वो भी भारत सरकार के द्वारा प्राप्त हुआ था। आज के इस अवसर पर, इस उद्घाटन के अवसर पर, जहां कर्नाटक सरकार लगातार वैश्विक कोविड के महामारी को वहां के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय श्री येदियुरप्पा जी के नेतृत्व में बहुत ही अच्छे प्रयास कर रहे हैं और कोविड के नियंत्रण में काफ़ी सफल हो रहे हैं। वहीं आज पूरा देश इस वैश्विक महामारी से लड़ रहा है और हमारे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी और स्वास्थ्य मंत्री के मार्गदर्शन में हम सब लोग पूरे देश के अंदर सभी राज्यों के साथ संबंध स्थापित करके और कोविड को पराजित करने में, कोविड के चेन को तोड़ने में हम सभी लगे हुए हैं। हमें विश्वास है कि जल्द कोविड मुक्त होगा और हम सब लोग फिर वहाँ जाकर के मिल कर के और उस स्थल को देख पाएंगे। आज वेबिनार के द्वारा ये उद्घाटन का कार्यक्रम संपन्न हो रहा है। आज के इस अवसर पर मैं विशेष रूप से कर्नाटक के वहाँ के वेल्लारी की जनता का बहुत बहुत साधुवाद देना चाहता हूँ और यह लोक कल्याण का जो कार्यक्रम आयोजित है वहाँ के राज्य सरकार के मुख्यमंत्री के बहुत ही अथक प्रयास से और भारत सरकार के मार्गदर्शन में यह कार्यक्रम भली भांति संपन्न हो रहा है। इस दृष्टिकोण से आप सबको बहुत बहुत हार्दिक बधाई। सबको नमस्कार। जय हिंद, जय भारत, वंदे मातरम। नमस्कार।
Inauguration of the trauma block, Honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare. Now, inauguration. Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to request.
Thank you, sir.
Now I would like to request.
It's the time limit that we.
Mute ಮಾಡಿ. ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ವರ್ಷ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಸರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋದೊಂದು ಮಾಡಿ. I would like to request our Honorable Chief Minister to inaugurate the trauma block video. Just a minute. Okay. Thank you, sir. I would like to request Sri Ashwini Kumar Chobeji to inaugurate of express feeder line, ICU ward and 13 kiloliter liquid medical oxygen tank. I would like to invite Sri Dr. Harshvardhan Ji, Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, to mark his words.
स्पीच देना है। Respected Shri B.S. Yedurappa Ji, the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Anand Singh Ji, Honorable Minister for Forest, Environment and Ecology, Government of Karnataka, and also the in charge minister for this district, Shri B. Shri Ramulu, Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Backward Classes Welfare, and our dear Dr. K. Sudhakar, Honorable Minister for Medical Education, all the dear colleagues of mine in Parliament, Lok Sabha member Shri Devendrappa ji, Shri G.M. Siddheshwara ji, Shri Karadi Sangana ji, and Rajya Sabha member Shri Syed Nasir Hussain ji, MLA from Ballari Rural Constituency Shri B. Nagendra ji, Shri C. Bharti Thimma Reddy ji, Honorable President Zilla Panchayat, all the dear members of the Legislative Assembly, and the President and the Chairman of Taluka Panchayat and the Ballari Urban Development Authority, Shri Leelavati ji, Damur Shekhar ji, Shri Javed Akhtar ji, Additional Secretary to the Government, and also Shri T.K. Anil Kumar ji, all the other distinguished senior officers, other distinguished guests, officers of the health department, and all our dear BJP workers who are present in this August function. First of all, let me congratulate all of you, the people of Karnataka, and more particularly the people of Bellary, for the dedication of this trauma center, which is a state-of-the-art trauma center as we could visualize from a distance at the Vijayanagar Institute of Medical Sciences. I feel so happy to see that the program enjoys the blessing of our dear Chief Minister Shri Yedurappa ji. Last many days we have seen, in fact last many months now, he has been fighting COVID from the front, and he has been fighting to the extent that he himself contracted COVID infection. We had been inquiring about his welfare, and I feel so happy to see him here in this function, fully recovered, again full of energy and enthusiasm. So first of all, I would like to congratulate our Honorable Chief Minister and all his colleagues for putting their best foot forward against the fight for alleviation of the sufferings of the people from COVID infection. Karnataka has done a remarkably good job, and I know that there are many good practices which have been used in Karnataka to fight COVID, which are worth emulating by others, and I have quoted them in number of meetings with other state health ministers also. It's a very, very happy occasion, and the visit to the trauma center, which is of course state of the art, with state of the art modular OTs, departments of orthopedics, plastic surgery, neurosurgery, and so many other, with 200 beds, dedicated ICU beds and others. It looks like a 5-star activity from here, and I must congratulate all of you. The man who must be the happiest today is none other than, who is no doubt not with us physically, but he has been with us all the time. His blessings are always with us. Our late dear Prime Minister Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. We all fondly recall with nostalgia, at least in the health department, whatever he spoke on 15th of August 2003 from the ramparts of Red Fort was probably the most historic thing that has happened to the health sector of India. For the first time, we heard a Prime Minister talking about health in so great detail and talking and launching the Prime Minister Swasthya Suraksha Yojana. For almost 56 years, till 2003, we had only one All India Institute of Medical Sciences in New Delhi. For the first time, a Prime Minister spoke about 6 more AIIMS in the country, and he spoke about 75 institutions to get converted into either super specialty institutions with focus on other super specialties, or into these trauma centers, the type of which we have seen being inaugurated just now, where we have state-of-the-art facilities in super specialties, and they may not be called AIIMS, but they become AIIMS-like institutions. And the journey that he started, at least after 17 years, out of those 75 AIIMS-like institutions, we are witness to the delivery to the people of Karnataka and particularly Bellary district, this particular trauma center. This is also an occasion to remember the Union Health Minister of that time, the late Srimati Sushma Swaraj ji, who had been blessing all of us, and I think for Bellary, she enjoys a special status. This country always remembers her contesting from Bellary and continuing to serve the people of Bellary in one capacity or the other, even from a distance, even though she was not an MP from that area. She was instrumental in helping Atalji to expand the health structure in the country, and the journey that he started on 15th of August 2003, we saw from one AIIMS, it became a journey with 7 AIIMS. Then in the previous government, one more AIIMS was added at Raebareli, and then we again saw a big boost to this activity 2014 onwards under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, when this journey has become a journey of 22 AIIMS. I know that another AIIMS in Karnataka is also under active consideration of the Finance Department of the Government of India, and that day will also soon come when we shall have an AIIMS in Karnataka also. So this is an occasion when we have to remember with nostalgia and pay our greatest tributes to Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji and the late Sushma Swaraj ji, and also thank our dear Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for taking this journey forward in a very dynamic manner and ensuring that the dreams of Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee are realized in the best possible manner at the fastest possible pace. And that is where we see that it's not only about AIIMS or the super specialty blocks. In the last 6 years, the country has seen an active development on the front of the medical colleges, in the increase in the number of MBBS seats and the post-graduation seats. And our dear Dr. Sudhakar can very well appreciate this, he being the medical education minister. And in the phase 3 of the expansion of the number of medical colleges in the country, this is something which started only last year when we had the Narendra Modi second term government starting its tenure with a cabinet decision of giving 74 medical colleges to India, and these medical colleges too in the aspirational districts for the poorest of the poor who have been deprived of their basic health and other facilities for years and decades. And I am happy to share with the people who are attending this program that in the phase 3, which started only last year, the country has received permission for creating, with the help of the central government, 75 more medical colleges. And in Karnataka also, at places like Chikmagaluru, Haveri, Yadgiri and Chikballapur, at least I remember 4 places where new medical colleges are going to be set up. So it's a great journey, and so many medical reforms are happening in the health sector. It's difficult to describe them in this speech, whether it is with the National Medical Commission, whether it is for so many other reforms in medical education curriculum, etc. I think historic developments have taken place, and I would request our Honorable Chief Minister at this particular moment. The function is for a super specialty trauma hospital, and as Dr. Sudhakar had very rightly pointed out, the importance of handling trauma with so many lakhs of accidents and casualties and people succumbing because of trauma on the roads. This is something which was the need of the hour, and people certainly deserve a lot of congratulations, and the government of Karnataka for also supporting this activity. Your efforts need to be lauded in the best possible manner. There are a couple of things which are, apart from many things that the government of India is trying to work out in the health sector, which are our priority areas and which are very close to the heart of the Prime Minister, and which we want to ensure that few things we want to finish by 2022, when we deliver a new India of the dreams of our Prime Minister to the 1.35 billion people of India. And there are a couple of things that we want to do much earlier than the rest of the world. And the foremost that I want to talk is about and these are the things on which, apart from the health ministers, I request the Chief Minister of Karnataka to personally monitor the developments on these issues. Tuberculosis elimination, the country wants to do it by 2025. The whole world might be dreaming about finishing it by 2030, but our Prime Minister has promised to eliminate tuberculosis by 2025. If we can eradicate smallpox and polio, I am sure we can take care of tuberculosis also. Recently, the National Digital Health Mission has been announced. We have started this activity to begin with in 6 union territories of India, and in another 3 months or so, we intend to roll it out in the whole country. And the successful accomplishment of the National Digital Health Mission will certainly require support from the topmost people in the government, and of course you are the leader of the government of Karnataka. You know, already we have gone quite ahead in ensuring that the poorest of the poor in the country at the grassroots levels, they get the best possible advice from the topmost medical college teachers through telemedicine. Already 1.5 lakh consultations have taken place in the country. Some of the states are already performing well, and this is also one of the passion areas for us, where we want to ensure that from the topmost doctors, the poorest of the poor, they have access to their advice. Similarly, for working hard about ensuring that 100% children get the benefits of the universal immunization program. We should not be happy with 90%, 85%. If we could eradicate polio, it was because we could give polio vaccine continuously for years together to each and every child in the country. So all these dozen vaccines which are provided free to the people of India, made available by the government of India, we feel that every child in the country should have access to these vaccines, and nobody should be deprived of the benefit of these vaccine preventable diseases and the vaccines related to that. Similarly, the passionate program, we know Ayushman Bharat, which has a very important component, health and wellness centers. These health and wellness centers, 1.5 lakh, we want to finish the target by 31st of December 2022. And these health and wellness centers are actually planned to become the centers bubbling with enthusiasm and activity around positive health, positive, preventive and promotive health. And I am sure that once we strengthen these components at these health and wellness centers and create health as a social movement there, with involvement of all stakeholders around that area and with the supervision of the highest authorities, the health for all goal being achieved by India, it will never remain a dream, it will certainly become a reality. There are other diseases also around which elimination programs are also taking place, whether it is measles or rubella and so many others. So we would like the attention of the government, and then I would also request you to help us in developing the Eat Right India and the Fit India as big movements in Karnataka. This is something which people are willing to follow very passionately. And if the government is also passionate about taking these movements forward, I am sure a lot of our issues in the health sector are going to be resolved. And then of course we need the cooperation of the government in ensuring that all these new medical institutions that we are trying to develop, all this expansion of medical colleges and the services there, they are finished well in time. The way I am sure the way Dr. Sudhakar Reddy was pursuing the completion of this particular trauma center, I am sure if we make sure that we immediately launch these new 4 medical colleges and see that they are completed much before 2022, because that is the goal of the Prime Minister. Right now the central government is working. In the last 6 years we are privy to the development of 157 medical colleges in the whole country, and this all, although has the support of the central government in terms of finances, but they have to be monitored at the state level. I can only promise the best support to Karnataka government. We are there to help you in all issues, in all calamities, in all unfortunate situations. I know that under the dynamic leadership of Shri P.S. Yedurappa ji, we all fondly recall how much people in India had enjoyed the happiness when for the first time we saw a BJP government in Karnataka under him. I was myself witness to his welcome at the Delhi airport when he returned to Delhi as the Chief Minister of Karnataka for the first time a couple of years back. So Karnataka has huge potential, huge assets, hugely powerful and intellectual officers, ministers, and of course MLAs and MPs. And I am sure with all of you working together, we will be able to develop health as a great movement in Karnataka, which we can ask other states to follow and emulate. With these few words, I once again thank Shri Yedurappa ji and all the colleague ministers and all the MPs and everyone participating in this function, and also convey my good wishes for good health for all the people of Karnataka. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your insightful speech, and thank you for the promising words. Thank you for the great support that you are doing to increase the health infrastructure in Karnataka. We will assure you, sir, that we would like to complete our medical colleges by 2022 as directed. And now I would like to request our dynamic, beloved, Honorable Chief Minister, Sri B.S. Yedurappa ji, to address this gathering.
ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸ್ವಾಸ್ಥ್ಯ ಸುರಕ್ಷಾ ಯೋಜನೆಯಡಿ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಗಳ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಟ್ರಾಮ್ ಘಟಕದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ಸಮಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಿರುವಂತ ಆನರಬಲ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹರ್ಷವರ್ಧನ್ ಜಿ, ಆನರಬಲ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ इंडिया अश्विनी कुमार चौबे जी, हमारा वैद्यकीय शिक्षण सचिवराದಂತ ಕೆ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಜಿ ಅವರೇ, ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ವಹಿಸಿರುವ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ ಗ್ರಾಮಾಂತರ ವಿಧಾನಸಭಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಶಾಸಕರಾದ ನಾಗೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರೇ, ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾದಂತ ನಾಜೀರ್ ಹುಸೇನ್ ಅವರೇ, ವಿಧಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ತಿನ ವಿಧಾನಸಭೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸದಸ್ಯರೇ, ಉಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಶಾಸಕ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಚುನಾಯಿತ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳೇ, ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಗಳ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಟ್ರಾಮ್ ಘಟಕವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಸೇರಿ ಉದ್ಘಾಟಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. I heartily welcome Dr. Harshvardhan ji, Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare. I also welcome Shri Ashwini Kumar Chaudhary, Minister of State for Health, for his august presence. Sir, your presence here today is of great value for us. The programs of union government have facilitated the strengthening of health system in the country, sir. Sir, you have also been in the forefront in fight against COVID-19. You have seen very supportive, extending all technical and infrastructure help to us. Sir, your words of appreciation will continue to inspire us in the fight against COVID-19, sir. Sir, recently I have written a letter to you to consider taking over and upgrading ESI Hospital and Medical College to aims like institution of Gulbarga. Sir, Gulbarga is a backward district. Upgrading this institution as aims like institution will help people of this region. Please help us, sir. ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸ್ವಾಸ್ಥ್ಯ ಸುರಕ್ಷಾ ಯೋಜನೆಯಡಿ ಈ ಘಟಕವನ್ನು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಸಹಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ 150 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ವೆಚ್ಚದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ಮಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಟ್ರಾಮ್ ಕೇರ್ ಘಟಕ ಐಸಿಯು ಹಾಗೂ ತುರ್ತು ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ ಘಟಕ ಸೇರಿದ ಒಟ್ಟು 200 ಹಾಸಿಗೆಗಳ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದೆ. ಘಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಾಧುನಿಕ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಉಪಕರಣವನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ನ್ಯೂರೋ ಸರ್ಜರಿ, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸರ್ಜರಿ, ಆರ್ಥೋಪೆಡಿಕ್ಸ್, ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಅನಿಸ್ಥೇಷಿಯಾ ವಿಭಾಗಗಳ ಘಟಕ ಹೊಂದಿದೆ. ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲಿನ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ನೆರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಬರುವ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ರೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಸಂಜೀವನಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ತುರ್ತು ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಗೆ ಬರುವಂತಹ ರೋಗಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಗಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮತ್ತು ಇತರೆ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಈ ತುರ್ತು ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ ಘಟಕದಿಂದ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯವಾಗಿ ರೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ದೊರೆಯಲು ಅನುಕೂಲವಾಗಿದೆ. ಜನಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಸುಲಭ ದರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒದಗಿಸುವಂತದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಆದ್ಯತೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳನ್ನು ಬಲಪಡಿಸುವ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಕೋವಿಡ್-19 ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯನ್ನ ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುವುದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಜನಜೀವನ ಸುಗಮಗೊಳಿಸಲು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅಹರ್ನಿಶಿ ಶ್ರಮಿಸುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರೂ ಉತ್ತಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸೇವೆ ಒದಗಿಸಲು ವಿವಿಧ ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಸರ್ಕಾರದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸಲು ಕೋರುತ್ತಾ, ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹರ್ಷವರ್ಧನ್ ಜಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅಶ್ವಿನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಚೌಧರಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಮಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, and healthcare institutions like this cannot be established over. Please had started rolling this thing. It requires planning and vision of an eagle side. Several hands and innovative minds have worked day and night in distinct fields and particular delegations in order to express our heartfelt gratitude towards all such people. May I now call upon Dr. Suresh CM, Assistant Professor, Department of Community Medicine, to give the vote of thanks.
It's my pleasure to have a thanks. I am the CM on behalf of Prince Milani and very happy thanks to the honorable delegates who have blessed us with their presence, took a valuable time for their application. I would like to extend my special thanks to Dr. Hashwardhan Ji, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Sri B.S. Yediyurappa Ji, for inaugurating. Then I would like to extend special thanks to Sri Ashwin Kumar Chowdhury Ji, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, for inaugurating this feeder line and I would like to thank Dr. K. Sudhakar Ji, Honorable Minister of Medical Education, Government of Karnataka, for inaugurating. And I would like to thank even Sri Anand Singh Ji, Honorable Minister of Forest, Environment and Ecology, Government of Karnataka, and Sri Sriramulu, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Backward Class Welfare Department, Government of Karnataka. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ